Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motskis, and today's FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hi.
You sound a little tired there.
I don't know why I'm so tired. I wish I knew.
Do you think it's the weather?
I don't know. I know it's like miserably hot. So that could be it, because I go outside with the kids for a little bit, but it's weird.
It's like draining.
Yeah, I feel like I can't take the heat like I used to be able to.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of those things
age.
when you're 30. That's another thing. And the heat is a whole lot hotter now.
All of us. And all of our people are
wah, wah, wah.
Stop. Stop.
Because I go out there and I sit under the shade. I mean, it's not like I'm, chasing anybody or anything. I'm just, the bubble holder and just hanging out and playing. It's no big deal. But yeah, it's hot.
I know. I don't know why it zaps me so much. And we tend to not complain about the weather very much because we understand that
around the world
there's
it's
always
crazy.
somebody who has way worse than we do. And for us, the other thing that I want to say is that it has been over 105 for 3 weeks. Are we going on 3 weeks now?
That's crazy.
Which is super hot for us. But all of us have air conditioners.
That is
a
true.
thing here.
That is
true. I know that there's other places, Seattle, it's not typical for them to have air conditioners. They don't get hot enough. And so they are probably really in trouble over there, a lot of those guys.
They get heat advisories at 75 degrees.
I know.
I know. I just giggle. Like, oh, you guys got nothing. But without
that might not be true.
They do get heat advisories starting at 75 degrees. They get heat advisories. But if you don't have AC in your apartment complex, it's probably pretty hot at 75 degrees with no AC.
Is it 80?
I don't know.
Amber, is that true? Tell us. Tell us. I know we pick on our coastie friends all the time, but it's a love relationship. We pick on you because we love you, but that's hilarious. Yeah, it is really hot here, and it's kind of funny because I was thinking about this last night. All of the spring cleaning that allegedly we do in the spring, and I think we kind of start to kind of think about it, but I'm doing more of it now because I can't go outside. We can't go outside until 8:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Then and even just the walking back and forth and other little things and projects that we're working on, it's like I'm not going out there. Mm-hmm. And so I've been doing weird things. And in fact, that's where I found this shirt.
I know, it's pretty. I like that color. I don't know if I can see. It's like eggplant.
I may have thought it was black when I bought it. Yeah. I'm not sure.
My guess is she didn't have her glasses on.
Yeah,
because it'd be weird for her to buy purple. But
I
it's a good color.
I would not buy purple.
I like it.
I know. I found it in my closet.
I was thinking
hope
maybe
it's mine.
Allie gave it to you or something, because Allie would buy you color.
Allie may have bought this for me. Yeah, it's super soft. It's a really good quality. It's probably better quality than I usually buy. Also, it very possibly could be a gift. Thank you, thank you. Whoever bought it for me and I hung up and didn't wear it. I'm liking it. So anyway, yeah, because I did. I cleaned up a bunch of stuff. I cleaned out my closet. Did I tell you that my closet broke?
Oh no.
Yeah. So. Here's the thing. Anytime I've ever asked Pa to put up a shelf for me, all of you guys say that you're married to the same man, right? We have the same husband. It's like, well, if you put too many things on it, you're going to break the shelf. It's like, well, that's why I'm coming to you. For you to put up a shelf using all of your little wizardry and in a stud so that I can put anything I want on the shelf. It's very, very important to me. And so when I was trying to pick out some closet organizers, because I have kind of this walk-in closet that has the washer and dryers in there, and it's kind of this little it's as big as a bedroom. I mean, I didn't design it that way. It's just the way that it is.
I don't think it's as big as a bedroom. It's
as big as one of my bedrooms.
Oh, well, that's true. No, it's tiny.
It's tiny. Small. Don't think it's
small.
Big.
It won't
the
fit
whole
a bed.
house is a
It'll fit a crib.
It would.
And a little bit of walk space. Not the changing table.
No.
Just the crib.
Yeah, it's little. It's not big. Don't think of it as big. But anyway, so I was looking at closet organizers, and, Pa says, no, I'm going to help you pick it out because we're going to make sure that, by golly, I know you and you're going to put too many things on there and hang too many things. Like, yes, I am. Because I mostly hang up my clothes.
Yeah,
I mostly do. I have very few drawers, for things, but mostly everything is hung up. It broke. Yeah, it popped right out.
It's your fault.
It is my fault. That's what he said.
What did you put on it?
clothes. But the one that broke is all of the sweaters.
Oh, no.
The heavy. It was some.
Why are you hanging on them?
I don't know. So that's what he said. Well, you put too much on there. No.
You know me.
Yeah. So he had to take everything off, and he fixed it. So then as I was putting, he said, "Well, you're not going to put all that stuff back up there, are you?"
Yeah. Where else is it going to go?
I hope you fixed it correctly this time. So there was a few things I decided. So then I decided, how it's like if you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah.
Then it goes on and on. So then I thought, well, maybe he's right. And I do know that you're supposed to fold up your sweaters. I just don't like them folded. There's things I just don't like folded. And so I do use nice hangers, padded hangers, but anyway, I thought, okay, maybe I should take off some of the heavy things. So then I have this great big mess of everything that was in the closet. So then I go to everything that's in the drawers thinking, maybe I need to make room for my drawers.
Emptied it out on the bed.
Emptied it out on the bed. Mm-hmm. And of course, by 8 o'clock, we get up at, Paul wakes up between 3:30 and 4. We get out of bed at 4. So he's looking at the bed going, tick-tock, I need to be getting to bed. So anyway, so I kind of moved it a little bit to a different place so that I could kind of still work on it a little bit, but purged a ton of stuff. But here's the interesting thing. So I now have one jeans drawer, one shirts and sweaters, and these are great big built-in drawers that are humongous. They're probably the size of 2 regular drawers. And then I have one underwear and bras, one pajamas, and then my little dresser drawers.
Yeah.
I have 3 sock drawers.
3 socks. Really?
I do, and I purged them.
But you're so picky with socks.
I'm super picky with socks. But I have my summer socks, my little shorty socks.
Yeah,
I have my winter socks.
And then I
have my slipper socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 sock drawers. I thought that was kind of weird, but you're right. I'm very picky about socks, and I wear socks. I bet I change socks at least 2 times a day.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of socks. So anyway, but I don't know where we were going with that. Oh, I'm wearing purple. And everybody said...
Full circle.
Full circle.
That's why I got purple on. I found it.
And everybody said last week that how pretty you look in blue. They think that blue is your color.
Blue? I need to clean out my closet. That's what I really need to.
Put it all on the bed.
I know. It's just daunting. But I need to do it because where my dresser is now, I want a big old oversized couch.
Oh, that's right, the mama couch.
And I'm tired of waiting for Robert, so I think I must have to.
Can't you put your? You also have a great big humongous walk-in closet.
Yes.
Can't you put your dresser in your closet?
Yes, but I've got to clean it out, move some things out, empty all my dresser drawers, put her in there, and then put it all back together again. Trying to figure out how to do it while Robert's gone, but he's gonna have to be gone for the weekend, which is hard. I got 3 kids. So I need to figure it out how to do it where he can't know.
That's how I painted my house.
Or how fast I can do it. Where I can move the dresser and put the drawers back in. Well, if you want to move, you have to do it yourself. So, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe 3 hours uninterrupted. I could probably do it.
Yeah. There used to be that show, Trading Spaces. Is that still on? Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Did you ever know it? Was it back in the 80s or the 90s?
Trading Spaces. We used to watch it.
Yeah, so that's what you need. You need have somebody just come in. Then it won't be your fault. Tell them what you want. Hey, I want to do this for me. This chair.
Hook you up.
Does he have any hunting things, fishing things coming up?
Not yet, but I mean, November. He could. He's kind of gotten into golf.
Weird.
I know. I don't know. Because all other guys do it. There's a whole lot.
It's too hot for golf.
I know, they go really early.
Oh, early in the morning.
Yeah, they go really early, but...
Are they good at it?
No.
No. It can't be about the beer if they're doing it early in the morning.
I think it's just an excuse to not be at home. I mean, it says, we're going to the pool. Because everyone's going to want to go to the pool or the lake with you. No one wants to go golfing with them.
Funny.
Yeah. No, he's not good
I just don't know anybody that... I think we've talked about this before. We have fun out at the Soap Lake one because it's just fun and, goofy. But I don't know. I never before, now that the kids are golfing, I never knew anybody that golfed. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun.
Crazy.
Well, we'll have to send them on a golfing trip.
I know.
Just do it. Redo your... I know. Now my house is such a mess because now I have all of these boxes of things that I have to take over.
Right.
Our senior center. We have like 7 thrift stores in town.
So many.
Thrift, is that what they call it? The used things.
So many.
We have tons and tons and tons of them. I don't know why we have so many. But they don't want you to just drop off your stuff anymore. And I get it why. I think it's because people just take garbage.
I think there's a lot of people that just get garbage,
and we have to pay to haul our garbage to the dump. And so I have to schedule a time when I can take it. And then, I mean, I haven't done it for so long. It's really bad, right? I haven't done it for so long, but do they like go through it while you're there to make sure it's not garbage?
So I take all my stuff to Georgie's. Sometimes I try to do it to the senior center, but it has to be while they're open because they do kind of rummage just a little bit while you're there. And if they find like 2 things on the top of the pile they don't want, they'll give you the whole thing back.
Oh, no.
So, not don't want as in we have too many shoes. More like, hey, this has holes in it. We don't.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of
I wouldn't
thing.
take that kind of stuff.
Right. And so, and at Georgie's, she still does drop off.
Oh, okay.
She has, there's, I think 3 now that work for her. It's her and then 2 others, and there's someone who's sorting the whole time.
Oh. And is it back by the back?
Yes.
Where you drop it off?
Yeah, on the side.
I'm just gonna do
and me too.
I have 2 brand new pairs of boots. Brand new.
Yeah.
And, I order wide size 8. And they've got to be like size 6. I can't even put my foot in it. I mean, I would give it to you or Brittany or... everybody has the same size feet. I don't even know. But that's what you get for ordering shoes online.
Yeah.
Never again.
So, yeah, I do Georgie's. But, yeah, I'm super... any holy shirts or whatever, I just tear up for Robert for rags.
Yeah.
So that I don't want to wash them whatever he's done doing with them. I don't want them back. Just toss them. Yeah. So I do rags, and then I only give her good stuff. Even Well,
kid stuff you don't hardly probably wear anything out.
Yeah, kid stuff, and she's really good with kid stuff. It's like a bag.
It's nice to keep things out of the landfill, things that are still usable that she can sell for $1. Or whatever. I mean, everything I've put in the boxes I think is really good stuff. I throw away Dad's clothes, same thing.
Yeah, you can't save those. The little weld marks and burn holes and whatever. But yeah, Georgie's good. She tells us to drop off. I worry she's going to stop doing it because I think you're right. I think there's a lot of people that's like, oh, well, I'm just going to put some broken stuff on the bottom, or, oh, oops, it broke when I dropped the box, or... And
why would they even do that, though?
I don't know. I just think some people are the same, having to pay for a dump, or I don't know. I would assume people probably did that. I don't do that. When I clean, I have my donate pile, and I also fill the dump trailer with whatever...
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Or text, Brittany, see if she's looking for anything, whatever I may have. But, yeah, crazy.
Hi.
But yeah, lots of thrift stores, which I think is crazy.
We have, I think we have 7 in Ephrata, and there are 3 in Soap Lake.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't ever go into any of them, do you?
I only ever go into Georgie's, but it's because I get my kids clothes there. Yeah. I feel like it's not worth me to spend $8 on a t-shirt that Wyatt's going to wear for a couple months, and then...
I should go in there for jeans, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no place to try them on.
I think she has a try-on spot. I think she does now. But yeah, I go in there for kid things because they grow so fast that it's hard.
That's good. I think that's a good plan. Good budget plan. All right, so let's see. So, Pirog, fish pie. That's the name of the fish pie. It was a Russian dish. And like 3 people, thank you so much, sent me recipes for it. Ooh. So in the video, which went up yesterday, I think.
Yes.
The Alaskan thing went up yesterday. Amanda tells you how to make it. And you can see, it's like, it really is as easy. But the one thing I forgot, because I noticed when I watched it, carrots. So that top layer with the cabbage was onions, carrots, and cabbage. And then vegetables, and then put that in there. But otherwise, super easy. But if anybody wanted the recipe, somebody said, oh, you're going to write up the recipe. It's like, no, that ain't mine. I would be nervous. I would forget something. I would follow somebody else's thinking that I remembered how to do it. But now I have some. If somebody wants me to forward that, I can do that. And if you haven't checked out the Alaskan trip,
it looks pretty fun.
14 minutes, but it was good. I mean, we put a lot of stuff in there, and that bear was on the runway when we were there. He's his little baby, that little bear, the little Kodiak brown bear. They have 40,000 bears on the island.
Wow.
I know. And we went out looking for him every night. And they were elusive. They don't want to run into you.
Oh, I believe that.
And that little bear that was on the runway, he was upset because he came in one way and couldn't find his way out. But they don't want to hurt you, and they don't want you to do anything stupid.
Sure.
But anyway, so that's kind of fun. You'll have to check that out. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was about QuiltCon. So we had talked about this last week. We've talked about it a couple of times, and we mentioned it again. And I think now we are down to 2 double occupancy rooms that are available. And the reason that we did it that way, so we'll talk about QuiltCon for a second. So that is in February. And what we did is we kind of got a block of rooms because we are going to go, Brianna and I, just for fun. We're not going to have a booth. We're just going to go hang out. We're going to visit some local shops the day before, and then we're going to go wander through QuiltCon as consumers.
Yes.
And just do some shopping and see what's new and find some new designers and just peruse a little bit. And so we're super, super excited to go. And then we thought, gosh, we should just, we have access to travel planners who can do things for us, and they got us a really, really good rate. And so what they did is we have this block of rooms where we're all together at a spot that's like 3 blocks from the convention center. And I think we have, and we did it as double occupancy, did it that way so that you can pay for your half and your friend can pay for her half. And the rooms got super, super expensive, and now they are twice that. If you go look, you can find rooms for, I think that the other one that I found, I don't know why I was looking, because it came across my feed that there were rooms in Phoenix for $230, and I thought, well, how is that possible? Oh, it's not.
It's clickbait.
It is clickbait. By the time you do your booking fee and your other fee and your, whatever, it wasn't $230. But anyway, so we're going to have fun little gifts for everybody and packets for everybody, shopping bag. We're having fun planning what we're going to put into your bag, T-shirts and shopping bags and lanyards and things to trade with people. And so we're having fun with that. But this is what I need to tell you, 2 very, very important things in case you don't watch on Sunday or next Wednesday morning. If those last 2 rooms are not full next Wednesday, we are going to release them.
Yeah.
So your last opportunity to sign up to hang out with us will be Tuesday, really, the 30th. Because then we're going to release them because they are desperate now for rooms in the area. There'll be more. They'll jack those up now. But they're not going to let us hold on to them for forever. So anyway, we're going to release those Wednesday morning. The other thing to mention is that what you need to do, I'm going to send out an email to everybody that has signed up. I'm going to email everybody on Tuesday, just so everybody knows this. But you still have to go on and register at QuiltCon. And here's an important thing. If you want to take any classes, the class sign up, I believe it'll all be, I'll put the links and stuff in the email, but the class sign up is Wednesday the 31st at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is important for you to know, because if when you go to QuiltCon, you want to take classes, a lot of people do that. There's all kinds of well-known people that are teaching classes, teaching their specific technique, their specific ruler, a new project, their pattern, trunk shows, new books, all kinds of things. Anything you want to do, all kinds of things to do, but the classes fill up instantly.
Super fast.
So that's why they say it will open at this time so that it gives everybody the same playing field. If you're ready to do it, you can sign up and pay for it. So anyway, so you just want to know that, put that on your calendar. I am not going to take any classes.
I don't think I am.
Yeah. I may regret that, but I'm not going to. We just have other things that we want to do down there, things that we're specifically looking for. And somebody else was reminding me on the email about that we're going to walk the 3 blocks to QuiltCon. There are Ubers and other things if you're hanging out with us and you don't want to walk. We're going to go ahead and walk. And then somebody said, well, hey, but you're going to walk through that thing the whole time. And I thought, oh, yeah. But see,
we're used to market.
We are seasoned.
Yeah,
we would go to Quilt Market twice a year. And when we would go down to Houston, we always stayed at wasn't it called the Magnolia?
Yeah, it used to be, yeah.
And it was 8 blocks away. So we would walk the 8 blocks to Market, walk through Market. And it's true that we only sat down when we were either having lunch or going to the bathroom.
Yep.
Other than that, there was no sitting, walking,
yeah.
and then walking back when it closed. And it would close at 6 o'clock. And we used to do that, 5 days in a row.
Right.
And so anyway, we're fairly seasoned at this whole thing and how to start and how to make sure that you've seen everything. And we have kind of a system that we'll share with everybody about how to really make sure you see it all and have enough time to spend at the booths that you really want to.
Yeah.
But for us, what slows us down is fabric rep appointments.
Yep.
And classes. And so anyway, we probably are not gonna do any classes, but we just wanted to put that out there that those of you guys that are joining us for QuiltCon, or those of you guys that are going to QuiltCon, and we're just gonna, you come find us, then those are still things that you need to know, that if you're signing up for a class, you'll want to do that right away.
And there's always sometimes the day before a class, whatever, you can always go to the desk and say, hey, are there any classes available for tomorrow or whatever?
Yeah.
And there's always cancellation or no-shows or just classes didn't fill up all the way.
Absolutely.
So there's always the opportunity to do it afterwards, but you just might not get your top picks. Mostly whiny. Why is she mad about?
We're trying to decide. Do you hear it?
Oh,
She's mad.
well, we're mad.
Somebody's apologizing.
I know you can hear that.
Can you hear that? I hope
we were
you can
whining.
hear it.
There was a scream. Someone was talking to her, and then she's just, no. And now we're done.
Is it Wyatt talking to you?
I think it's Harper.
We totally need, they're really liking the fun little videos. We'll start doing that for you guys. Because
she's so sassy.
She's so sassy.
Oh, man.
It's hard to have her in here with us, or even during box opening like we used to when she was just quiet and looked at us and smiled.
She does not behave herself.
Oh, she's hilarious, and everything is hers, and she's so loud. And I mean, she's so cute though. It's just really cute. It's, for Sunday box opening, I clicked on it, and then I said, Pa and I were sitting there, and I fast forward. I said, you have to see the end. And so he was watching, and he was just giggling. We watched it 3 times. Oh, rewind, let's watch that again. It's just so funny. She's so hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's like that every day. She's always just, I love that she has this absolute, complete conversation with you, and but you can't make out the words.
I have no idea what she's saying.
She knows what she's saying, because if she has to repeat herself, she says the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so,
she knows what she's saying. It's just, I don't understand what she's saying.
No, she has her own little...
No. And the amount of confidence, that little 1.5 foot. Dang. There's
so much. Yeah, she's funny. She's so funny. Anyway, we'll see what's going on in there and let you know. But anyway, all right, so QuiltCon. And then the other thing that I was going to mention is that, this is sort of a mixture of things, is with books and sequels. What are you reading right now?
Nothing at the moment. I know, I'm not listening. I have to find one to listen to.
Oh, you know what happened to me?
I have one on my wait list. It's a new, but it's not ready yet. And Hoopla only has it in an ebook, and I ain't got time for that. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter.
Oh.
Was it good?
Go ahead and listen to it and see what you think. I'll tell you what the funny thing is.
My problem is I listen to Book Talk and oh, these are so good.
Everybody loved that book.
I know,
Everybody said it was so fantastic. It was so fantastic. And for me, I thought, what? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't. That's not what you're going to do. You're not going to be climbing through. I don't know. There's a couple of things that it just didn't make sense to me. And I love Karen Slaughter. I love her. I love all of her stuff. Listen to that and tell me what you think. Because for me, that one was I don't know, maybe 3 stars. And I only gave it that many stars because I really like Karen. But I don't know. Maybe maybe it was just where I was in my head at the time, and not that everything has to make sense, but in listening to the story, it just didn't make sense to me. But now here's an interesting thing, because the one that I just finished was Listen for the Lie. Mm-hmm. Maybe even kind of similar, and I loved it.
Oh.
Loved it. Probably would not recommend it, because I feel like I would be judged for recommending it. Because it's another one of those where, somebody's whispering in her head that... I'm just going to tell you one little part about this. So the main character, it is pretty interesting. And I'll tell you why I'm going to give it 5 stars, though. I didn't guess it. I almost always guess who did it, how they did it. I always guess. I mean, I'm going to say 95% of the time. She totally flipped it. And rightfully so. She did it the right way. And I totally didn't guess it. I was absolutely surprised, mesmerized by the last 3 chapters and through the whole thing, it was a fast read for me because it was really good. But the reason that I wouldn't recommend it is that the main character, this gal, and what the story is about is she was accused of murdering her best friend. Mm-hmm. But she had this amnesia. She didn't know if she did it or not. Covered in blood, everybody thinks she did it, but this podcaster has opened up the case 5 years later to try to figure out if she really did it or not. So it's really very, very interesting. But anyway, in her head, this gal's head, constantly, every time she talks to somebody, she is thinking of a way that she would murder them. I know. At first it's like, what is happening here? Oh, I could take that coffee cup and smash him in the side of the face with it. Oh, I could take that knife he's cutting that with. And I mean, everything. And I thought, what is wrong with you? Okay, well, at the end, she explains why. But that's why I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, because I think I would be judged for recommending a book like that. It was good, though. I liked it. But for some reason, maybe I should listen to Pretty Girls again, because I haven't found anybody who has given that less than 5 stars.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's fantastic.
It's been a huge weight on it.
Yeah.
I'm still only 4th in line, and I have another 4 weeks to wait.
Well, yeah, wait for it and see. And you know what happened to me is I put all of these that I was waiting. Yeah. And now all of a sudden...
They're all ready?
Yes. And so I'm kind of nervous because I have on my TBR right now, I have... Okay, Listen for the Lie. I need to send that one back. I have... I still have the Liz Cheney book in there. And then I have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. That's one of the ones that's on our list. I'm sure it is. Hello Beautiful by Ann Napolitano. And Running with Scissors. I just started that one. Absolutely hilarious, by Augustin Burroughs. And Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I love Riley Sager. I really want to read that one first because it's another one of those thrillers. Somebody dies and you don't know who did it till the end. That's my jam. That's what I like to listen to because it's so fast.
Yeah,
and you're engaged.
It keeps you
the
engaged
whole
the whole time.
Yeah, and there isn't any lessons to learn, or I don't know. I really like it, but anyway, there was something that I had listened to. I feel like I have to look at this. Amanda Dorner, my friend from Alaska, who we have to share this picture. Abandoned bear cub came into work today. The wildlife staff will try to find her a home.
Aww. Poor little baby.
Oh, look at that little baby. Abandoned by her mother, I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Aww.
She got scared off and...
Poor little honey.
You just want to
Yes. I wonder if bear breath is the same as puppy breath.
Never learn about it.
I know. I wonder what they do. We'll keep you posted. Maybe we'll know by box opening tonight.
How do they
find a home? What do? Do you have to find another mama bear? I mean, I don't know that they just know. Are you a mama? Would you like this baby? I don't think that would happen. A zoo?
Well, in Kodiak, you wouldn't. Oh, maybe there's a refuge. I'm sure they probably have some.
I'm worried now.
Mamas tagged, and they probably know. Number 83, she will take somebody, or maybe they know of maybe 75 just lost a cub, and maybe they can, I'm sure they know all of that.
We will find out information for you. Amanda Dorner works for, she is the guild member that sets this whole thing up for me to go up to Kodiak all the time. She's the one who was making the Parak, our hostess, and she works for the Alaska Fish and Game.
Yeah.
And so it was fantastic because she knows everything. And her and Linda, her mother-in-law. So
that's pretty cool.
Hang out the whole time and get all this information. So anyway, we'll keep you posted. So sorry, I was totally distracted by
Little baby bear.
Little baby bear.
Poor little guy.
I would have loved to have. I'm sure I would be the freaky one. Can I just pet it just for a bit?
I would have told you no.
She would have told you no. She would have told you. She wouldn't have let me in there.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be behind the looking glass.
I would be. Yeah. All right. So one last thing, and I had told Amanda about this too. We were talking about this when we were up there. Is Alone? Do you guys watch Alone?
Yes.
Did you see season 10?
No.
This is why I don't like to watch series or even reading a book. I mean, because we get obsessed with this. Yes. So Pa and I noticed that season 10 of Alone on Netflix is up.
Oh,
and we watched 10 episodes in 3 days.
Look
12.
at you,
12.
binging.
Oh, it was so bad.
Where was it?
What's that? Oh, it was in Saskatchewan.
Oh.
Saskatchewan. So, because I told her, I was telling Amanda about it, that if you've not ever watched Alone, I don't know why I watch it. There's nothing about this show that
interests her.
No. I mean, I feel like I look away more than I watch it. But the premise of the whole show is that they start with 10 people from kind of everywhere. Mm-hmm. And
you have to have a certain survival skill.
Yeah, you are vetted.
Mm-hmm. They're not just going to send you to the wolves.
Very much.
Yeah.
And in fact, this one, there's a guy from Brazil. There was a couple of women, like...
There's always women on there. It's like, you guys are crazy.
Like, I want to say bad ASS, but I don't know if I can say that. But there is no other descriptive term for these women that do this. And then a bunch of guys, and they're all survivalists. And it's fun to hear their stories because they come from a survival family, or, we lived up in the woods, we had no running water and no power, until I was 15 or whatever. So, these are people that are raised hunting, raised with no running water, and they understand how to take care of themselves in the woods. And so they take these 10 people, they take them up, and it's funny because you have to scroll down, and the 12th episode is before the drop. Watch that one first, because then you get to meet the 10 guys that are, and 10 people that are in there, and they talk about what they teach them and that kind of thing. It was super interesting. We watched it last after we already knew who won. But then anyway, what happens is they drop them off on these remote, and they just drop you off. You can take 10 things with you.
Yeah.
They give you a tarp, and they give you something else. A tarp. I can't
Do they now give you flint?
Fires? I don't think so. I think that you can take then 10.
There might have been one I watched,
starter,
and they ended up giving them flint because maybe they were like in a really wet area and they worried about that.
Maybe.
They don't want anybody to, they don't want y'all to lose right away. They want to make good
They kind of
TV,
want you to go. Yeah. So you can take 10 survival items. So almost everybody took an axe. Almost everybody took a fishing reel and some hooks. A bow and arrow. You can't take a gun of any kind. But and if you take a bow and arrow, you can only take 9 arrows. And a hunting knife, some sort of a knife of some sort.
Sure.
And then they have all of these rules about, fish and game, and, you can't...
They have to follow the rules.
You have to follow the rules. You can't shoot this kind of an animal, and you can't snare a marten, and you can't, do this kind of thing. But anyway, and then mostly what they take is all of this camera equipment. And they show you in that, before the drop, the stuff that they take, and they have a GoPro, and they have these, these game cameras.
I thought that was super interesting that they have filmed themselves.
And you are
There's
required.
Not a film crew.
You will be breaking the rules. You are required to submit 12 hours of footage of yourself per day. Yeah. Required. And it can't just be you sleeping. So they want to see what you're doing. They want to see what you're building, what you're eating, and that you're walking off hunting. And anyway, so they drop you off in the middle of nowhere. You have to build yourself a shelter, find yourself some food, and survive.
Be alone.
Survive. Be alone. Totally 100% alone. The only thing that happens is, I don't know how often, a crew will come and do a health check and make sure that you're okay. You also have, and you're supposed to carry it on you at all times, this little buzzer that you just push the button if it's an emergency, or you can call if you want to tap out. And that's it. And then you have to say the words, I tap out, and then they come and get you, and they film, you crying and sad that you're going and whatever. Yeah. But anyway, whoever lasts the longest, and I think the longest ever was like 172 days.
Dang.
I know, I can't imagine. Yeah.
And you never know. You don't know how many contestants are left. You just are.
Yeah. And if you're the last one, they will eventually come tell you.
They do eventually call it?
They do come tell you.
Oh, okay.
Because when they come
I never knew.
Yeah, they come to do a health check, and then your wife or your husband, whatever, gets off of the plane and comes around, surprises you, and then you know that you won. Oh, my God. But anyway, so anyway, it was good, I guess. And again, at the end of it, Pa and I were talking about it, and it's like, I don't know why I subject myself to this. And after everyone,
find it interesting.
I want to know who wins, and I want to know what takes people out, but I cannot watch the hunting. Oh, there's a grouse.
The surviving part?
I'm not watching that part. I can't watch that part. I can't watch the shooting. I can't watch the cleaning. I can't watch they eat, like, this one guy had a marten that he had caught, and he was even eating the head. It's like, I don't watch that. Tell me when that's over. Tell me when that part's over. And then even last night, one of the last episodes, the health team had come, and were checking him, and they had put a pulse oximeter on his hand. The dirtiest, blackest, filthiest hands I've ever seen, because they, did a close-up as they're putting that thing on his hand, and I thought,
oh, wash your hands, dude.
Wash your hands. How do you not wash your hands? And then I thought, and then it got me to thinking, well, they've not taken a shower now in, 60 days.
But still, you can spit bath. I mean, come on.
Something. I mean, the water is right. Everybody was next to water.
Sure.
And snow. And anyway, that's why I don't do series. That's why I don't do books like that. We do not... That whole thing back in the olden days when you used to have to wait a week to watch the next episode. It's not a thing anymore. It's not a thing anymore. And so, but that was also why I could do other things like, oh, tell me when this part's over. Tell me when this part's over. And you could almost listen to the whole thing, except the scenery is so beautiful. But listening to, their personal stories, and I think being alone and being away from their families is always kind of weird.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the most reason people pull out is they miss their kids, or, whatever. Mm-hmm. My wife has been sick, and I'm, ready to see her and how she's doing, or whatever. It's always family is why they're usually pulled. Yeah. It's very rarely because they had an injury they couldn't come back from, or ate some mission. I mean, sometimes, but
that has happened.
Majority of the time, it's I miss my kids. I miss my people.
Yeah, and the weird thing is this particular series, there were 2 in there that were like, I mean, dang, these guys are going to win, and nope, I'm bailing. Yeah. Just... Anyway, it's a fun. It's an interesting show. Paul loves it. He would even watch it like in a month or 2. He'll watch it a second time. He loves to watch that stuff. Not that he would ever do that. I would never. I mean, there's no part about it. I don't want to spend one night out there. No. I don't want to be in the dirt.
That boat better not leave.
Mice running over them while they were sleeping, and there was no way to wash their hands, and no. I mean, I would take a little hike and sit and take some pictures, maybe pick some blueberries that I will take back and wash before I eat. Maybe.
Just a little.
But no, the rest of it, absolutely not. There was one guy. Did you hear that? One guy caught a fish, and as he was gutting the fish had all of these, he called them cysts on the insides. And so I came around the corner to look at it, and I looked at it, and Paul was sitting there, and I said, oh, that is tapeworm. that is tapeworm larvae. Sure enough, that was what it was. And but he took that part out and washed it and ate it.
Gross. Did he cook his fish first?
Yeah, he cooked it. He cooked it really well, and I don't know. Anyway,
sketchy.
Super sketchy. Anyway, if you like that kind of thing, I don't know. I like the survival aspect.
Need a new series.
If you need a new series, I'm not sure that I'm recommending it.
Just what they've been watching.
But we did binge watch it. And that's the whole thing done.
She's arguing with him about something.
She is arguing.
Nobody knows what she says, though.
We'll have to get some footage for you. All right. And then we had a lot of people. We were apparently talking on Sunday's box opening. We got some new flannels including some 10-inch squares. And we were talking about Raggedy quilts. And I think what happens is things kind of cycle, where it's all the rage for a few years and then people haven't seen it for a while. I mean, that was what happened with Jelly Roll Race and a bunch of those. So Raggedy quilts have been around for a very, very, very long time. And there's an easy way to do it that what you actually do is you just take your 10-inch squares and you just make a little mini quilt. So you do a 10-inch square of fabric and then a little piece of batting that's like 8 inches square. And you can do all kinds of mixed styles of batting. So if you had leftover cotton and leftover wool and leftover blend, it doesn't make any difference. But then you just put that on top of it and you sew an X. And you just make this little mini quilt. And then what you do...
I know what's happening. They're playing in the cupboards.
Oh, they're playing in the cupboards.
Yeah.
That's the banging. We love those cupboards. And so then what will happen... Here, let's show you the back first. Because can you see that little X there? And so these are 10-inch squares, and then these are some smaller squares. And you don't have to put anything in it. This particular one has this really cute little chenilled lamb in it, but you can just sew them together or just do these 10-inch squares, because then what you do is when you go to sew them, you put these right sides together, back sides together, sew a... I would say like a 1 inch, at least a 1/2 inch seam. Just make sure that it's consistent. And then you clip it. And that's why your batting is smaller than your flannel, because then all of this is raggedy. Right? Does that make sense? And so that's what the old technique is. And then on one side, it's finished. And the other side, it's rat-tatty. And then this one we did with, there are some flannels on here. And you can see on the back, let's flip it over so you can see the squares and stuff. So there's some flannels. Everything that's light is flannels. But then we also used, on this one, we used the woven fabrics. And so the wovens are kind of fun because they chenille so well, because a woven fabric, still a cotton, 100% cotton, it's a little bit looser. Hello.
Where are you going?
Hi. Hi. You got your blanket and you're running. What you doing? Is that for me?
Did you get out?
Here, come on up here. You want to come up here? Oof. Come here. Take out. Oh. Hi. So anyway, and then it ends up kind of chenille on these edges. So it's a fun thing to put together, really easy to put together. I'm sure there's a million videos about it. It's been popular for a long, long time. But then this one back here. Hi. This one back here is a little bit different. This is Brianna's pattern, and this one is Raggedy Squares, and it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it's not flannel. You can make it out of flannel. We've made it out of lots of things, but this particular one is out of batiks. Batiks are kind of fun because batiks, instead of fraying like this, they kind of curl. So they're kind of cool. We did a Raggedy rug. Yeah. That's kind of unique. There's there isn't a pattern for it. It's just a technique that we can show you. And there's a video for that. But anyway, so these is totally different the way that she does it, where she sews one on top, cuts out the back, and then puts that one on also. So a little bit different technique. And then it has sashing on it just to kind of break up the raggediness. But you don't have to do it that way. We have a couple of those that are done where all of those blocks just go together, and that works well too.
Yeah. And both of these are done totally different.
Totally different. What you thinking?
Stinky and sleepy?
Stinky and sleepy?
Yeah, he's stinky.
Oh, baby. What are you doing?
She stinked up the room.
Yeah, I
Stinking up
believe
the room?
it.
Now she's stinking up our room.
Oh,
Oh.
hey, can I be seen in the video?
Be nice. Don't pull hair.
Can I be seen in the video now?
You want to see on the video?
You want to say hi? First, get ready to say goodbye to everybody.
Say bye, everybody. Hi.
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 All right.
We will see you at box opening. And if we have any other questions that we missed, we will answer some of those tonight. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.